In the world of Chainsaw Man, the series protagonist Denji is just built different, and everyone is afraid of this devil-human hybrid for a really good reason, because Denji is just as dangerous as he is horny, and anyone who's read the manga knows that Denji is one of the horniest characters that you'll ever meet in a battle shonen manga. However, what is it that makes Denji so different from the other devils, the devil hunters, and the hybrids that we see in the world of Chainsaw Man? Well, in today's Chainsaw Man video, we're going to explain everything you need to know about Denji and why everyone fears the mighty Chainsaw Man. Jumping right into it, in order to explain why Denji is so feared, we have to first look at what it is that makes a chainsaw devil so feared. Well, in the world of Chainsaw Man, not every devil is the same. Some devils are much stronger than others, like the primordial devils, which are the strongest in the verse, but then you have the chainsaw devil, which one could argue is just below the primordial devils, and the reason is very simple. The chainsaw devil is the devil that other devils fear, because when a devil's eaten by the chainsaw devil, they are erased from existence, and by existence, I don't just mean that they're killed. I mean literally wiped from existence, to the point where his devil erasure makes sure that the devil and what they represent gets wiped away from existence itself. So for instance, the reason why characters don't know what Nazis are in the manga is because the devil associated with the Nazis and the Holocaust was erased from existence. The same is true when it comes to nuclear weapons in the world of Chainsaw Man, because the nuclear weapon devil was consumed by the Chainsaw Man, according to the war devil in part 2 of the story. The body of the Chainsaw Man has high insane durability, being strong enough to withstand explosions and sonic attacks at point blank range, and even survive being thrown into outer space, re-entering the earth with barely any major injuries, which also speaks to insane regen capability. To pick a fight with the Chainsaw Man is to pick a fight with someone who is the embodiment of the Captain America meme, where he stated that he could do this all day, except Chainsaw Man can literally do this all day, because due to Denji being a hybrid, he can't exactly die, or at least as of chapter 103 in the manga, no surefire method to kill a hybrid has actually been revealed. His speed is also out of this world, being fast enough to blitz even powerful devils like Makima and the hybrids with no issues in the final arc of the manga. The famous chainsaw appendages allow it to generate chainsaws from all over its limbs and its head, and this also includes the legs itself. Not only that, but the chains can be detached and wrapped around someone as he's fighting them, and be used as a way to pull them closer to land a killing blow. Pochita, i.e. the chainsaw devil, also has the power to fuse with any human he wishes to and replace their missing organs. This is different than what happens when a devil takes over the body of a corpse and turns them into a fiend, which for more info on that, you can check out my video, Every Fiend in Chainsaw Man Explained. But essentially, by replacing the organs, Pochita can turn a human into a devil-human hybrid, which is what happened to Denji when Pochita became his heart. Now, we have moments where Pochita has taken over Denji's body, namely when Denji's contract with Pochita was broken and Pochita transformed into his original form. When this happened, he was in complete control and he had memories of Denji's hopes and dreams, and after the skirmish with Makima, we saw Pochita return back to being Denji's heart and keep Denji as a devil-human hybrid. Pochita can also transform into his chainsaw devil form if Denji removes his heart from his body. We've seen Pochita show a level of cunning as well when he was able to skillfully deceive Makima by mimicking Denji's personality and behavior. Look, Chainsaw Man is different. Even if you manage to kill the chainsaw devil like the 4 horsemen of devils attempted to do, say they pulled this off and the chainsaw devil couldn't go into the near-death state that we get introduced to in the beginning of the series in the Pochita form, the chainsaw devil will just be reborn, and it's going to retain its personality and it's going to go right back to killing devils, which makes it different from the other devils that we've seen, because while they do get reborn, they have no memory of their past life, and in some cases, like with the bat devil, when it got reincarnated, it didn't have the same personality. However, that's irrelevant because Pochita is now inside of Denji's heart, serving as Denji's heart, and as a hybrid, killing him is nigh impossible. Now, when you take into account Denji, that's where things get really interesting here. As we discussed, Denji is a hybrid. When he pulls the chainsaw cord on his body, he physically transforms. However, this isn't all the time. Essentially, if he doesn't have enough blood, then the chainsaw blade only partially comes out of his body, which that completely defeats the purpose. What makes Denji so deadly is that he's as equally brash as he is naive and unpredictable. It's quite the unique combination that makes him difficult to take on in battle, even for the most powerful of devils and assassins. Denji's power is pretty damn impressive as well, being strong enough to catch a card that's thrown through the air and throw it back with equal force, and he's even strong enough to throw his own heart into the atmosphere. He's tanked powerful blasts from devils at point blank range, and he's then tanked multiple explosions, and he's taken being set on fire like a complete champ, only to get back up and continue fighting all over again. He's even come back after having his head cut off. You got durability like Naruto Uzumaki, then you got durability like Denji. It ain't no contest. So the thing that makes Denji so much of a headache is that, like all fiends and devils and hybrids, if he has a serious injury, then he can just drink blood to restore his health. But for Denji, even if it's a fatal wound, as long as there's enough blood shoved down his throat, then he can actually revive himself. When he made his contract with the Blood Devil, Denji gained access to the Blood Chainsaw, which allowed him to use a chainsaw made up out of Power's blood, which in turn allowed him to use Power's ability to manipulate blood, which allowed him to take down Makima. However, if you're hearing all this, you're thinking, well, Denji's only a dangerous person because he's a hybrid. The same argument people make about, say, Naruto Uzumaki only being strong because of the Nine Tails. Well, just like with the Naruto comment, you're wrong about Denji as well. He's dangerous before and after becoming Chainsaw Man. He's got the skill of a devil hunter, and he's made money hunting down devils on his own. He's got amazing hand-to-hand combat skills, and he's strong enough that he was taking blows from the Leech Devil and dishing out blows to just rock the Leech Devil harder than Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. He's a lot like how Naruto Uzumaki used to be, a skilled hand-to-hand fighter who's an absolute tank, but over time, he gained more skill, he gained more strategy, and that made him a tough fighter to deal with. Finally, most importantly, our boy Denji is just horny. While other main characters want to be the Hokage or the #1 hero, they want to be the Wizard King, they want to be the Pirate King, Denji is just horny. Denji is Master Roshi levels of horny. If you read Dragon Ball, you have a good idea of why I say that. He went from I just want a hug from a girl to I just want to touch some boobs to I'm willing to expose my secret identity as Chainsaw Man if it means getting a harem of women who are just gonna be mine and mine only. I want all the bad bitches because they'll fall in love with me, because bad bitches, they love Chainsaw Man, so they should love me. That's Denji's line of thinking in part 2 of the story. That is perhaps Denji's greatest power. His horny power is beyond that of any 17-year-old who's ever existed. However, that's going to be it for this Chainsaw Man video. Click here to watch my video on Makima, and click here to watch my other anime videos on this channel as well.